Hello! Today we're talking about applying derivatives, and in this case we're finding increasing and decreasing intervals. Yes. So on an open interval, you can understand if something is increasing if, on the x values, the first x value is less than the second x value. And on an open interval, you can find out if your function is decreasing if, with the x values, your first x value is greater than your second x value. Now with your derivatives, there are three rules. If the derivative of your x is greater than 0 for all x values in your open interval, then f is increasing. If your derivative of x is less than 0 for all your x values in your interval, then f is decreasing on a closed interval. And if x equals 0 for all the x's in your open interval, f is a constant on your closed interval. Here's an example. So you have the function f of x equals x to the third minus 3 halves times x to the squared. You take the derivative of that, and you get 3x squared equals 3x. You have to find your critical numbers to continue, so you set it equal to 0, and from there you factor, and you get x equals 1 and 0. So that sets up your intervals. So you have negative infinity is less than x, which is less than 0, and you have 0 is less than x, which is less than 1, and then you have 1, which is less than x, which is also less than infinity. For each you have to do a test value. For this one, I chose -1, so plugging that into the derivative, we get 6, which is greater than 0, so in this interval the function is increasing. For this one, I chose 1/2, and I got -3/4, which is less than 0, so for this interval the function is decreasing. And for this interval, I chose 2, and got 6 when I used it in the derivative, which is greater than 0, so it's increasing in this interval. Good luck!